there's always going to be a Joe to mess things up for you.
Warning! Joe is a piece of shit!
I want to know, how would you make the best sandwich?
The best sandwich I know is the Italian sausage and pepper hoagie, and this is a stupid fucking question, you fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck off the phone.
I heard China they're shoving leeches up their asses now.
Okay, I now commit suicide.
Ben, are you mad at me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
You see that?
Are you growing out long fingernails?
I haven't clipped him in a while. Do you know what that means?
You're doing blow?
Close. No anxiety.
Oh.
That's what it means.
Oh, okay.
Most people bite their nails because they're in a constant state of anxiety.
Why do you have none?
Because I bite this one. It's my left hand. If I'm afraid, it's on the left side. So, this is episode 4.
Roll call episode number 4. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, we made it. I think we're going to get to double digits. Or maybe not. 40 minutes in, we might all just give up. Depends. A caller's going to be like, fuck this. And I'm going to be like, you're right. And we're just going to leave it going. But it'll be empty.
Forever.
Yep. You've been great so far. Most of you, the callers. A lot of you are really pieces of shit. Like right off the bat, you take a long time to start saying something you don't know you're on. Now, Granted, that might have something to do with the way we bring them in.
I'm going to implement a new system on this episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab someone and throw them in the waiting room by themselves so that they have time to get ready to turn down the stream. You want to turn down the stream that you're watching, and you want to make sure that your microphone and your incoming audio both work. You want to make sure all of your audio works and the stream is not playing in the background.
And be very stressed because you can be pulled in at any time.
Right. So jump into the roll call waiting room on the DP Discord. There's a link in the description. Just jump into the roll call waiting room. You'll see it. There's already some people in there now waiting. Go in there. I will pull people one by one into the other waiting room. When you see yourself in the waiting room, you are on deck to talk to Joe. Have a question ready. Have something cool to say. Make sure the stream is not playing in the background. That's what I'm asking.
Sometimes, you forget what you're going to say. Do you prefer Barbie or Polly Pocket cum? Very good question. Barbie cum, house crucifix, cum, Polly Pocket. Christ candy? I've been waiting for this one. Polly Pockets, you remember them?
Yeah,
Little ones?
Yeah, I remember I remember seeing the commercials.
You can't sexualize Polly Pockets unless you have one of those fetishes.
For pockets? There's
some guys that are really into small things. Not like children, but even smaller than children. And they have sexual fantasies of consuming young girls or women.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. I didn't say it was me. I'm just saying in general.
So I have a caller on deck right now.
Okay.
You know what? The people in the waiting room never listen. It's like you're in the waiting room right now. Be prepared to talk to Joe.
They're on guard.
They're
on guard. They're ready. All right. Joe's salvia trip is here, everybody.
Yeah. And,
which one?
Which salvia trip are you?
I had 4. Well, one was fake.
Hey, I'm coming to y'all live from the second layer. How you doing?
Pretty good. I thought I got stuck, but there you are, and here I am.
No, we're still there, Joey.
I should have known.
We're still on the couch sitting next to Billy.
I knew it. It's been like 5 years.
So I don't even exist.
Yeah, you're not even here. That salvia...
Couch, man.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Ben's the couch, man. We still there. We sitting on him.
Why are you in black voice? It doesn't seem to make any sense.
I just look, I just want some McDonald's, dude. That's all I need.
Very good, very good. For those of you who weren't there, we did a salvia trip. DP replayed some of it last week. Not all of it. There was one that he's referring to where I was stuck in the second layer. I was there, and I ended up getting out, I thought, but it turns out you never leave a salvia trip. When it accepts you for life. And here we are.
How'd you enjoy it?
I've done it before. I did it back in 2009. This seemed way less potent, not just because I can't smoke with dick, but because it was the 80X.
80X, so 80 times the normal extract strength.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe it was higher back in the day, 2009. 120 keeps going in my head, and I don't even know.
They did sell that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's still out there somewhere, too.
Yeah. So it was Billy's world crumbled a little bit that night. The second half of his stream, he was talking about being a sweet boy at all costs. Like, he was like, if you have the choice of being honest and being kind, you be kind. Now, he got that from a movie or in a book called Wonder, but you could tell he really took it to heart. I've heard him say it before, but this time he was clinging, like he saw something he didn't want to see.
I think he just is never introspective.
Yeah.
So when that sort of thing happens, it scares him.
Could be. In fact, Billy, if you have a thought on that, go ahead and call in at some point. Salvia Trip, thank you for calling.
Yeah, no more, man. We're 2 of 5 layers deep on the 5-layer burrito. No.
2 of 5, 40% deep. If you have salvia at home, go ahead and partake and tell me what you see.
You know, not a lot of people have it.
Yeah, nor should they. It's really one of the worst highs there is.
Hello.
Hello. Anira's here.
Yep, I called last week. We talked about girls with penises.
Yes, and the
throwing up pina coladas.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. Well, the plot has thickened.
Okay.
So, I found out that this girl does not have a penis,
Okay.
but does have a 2-year-old child.
And you're more disappointed in that than the penis.
No, I don't so much mind. Some people have herpes, some people have a child. I'd rather take the child than the herpes.
I understand. Since you're so adventurous sexually, can you promise something?
What do I have to promise?
Don't get weird with the kid, just because you think you can. All right?
Oh yeah, there's not that much weird about this, other than that, single moms are kind of down for most things.
You think? I've always found that they have more of a protective layer about them.
Well, when it comes to children, and they are particular about not getting pregnant, more so than people who have yet to be pregnant.
I see.
So that's beneficial.
So she's just an easy lay. Is that what you're thinking of her?
No, it's just some things that you can do, some things that you can't do. Scheduling can be a bit more difficult.
Okay. Now, is she the ambiguously sexed one that you were talking about, or no?
Yes.
She didn't have the penis, but she was she looks butch, correct?
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's not like it's androgynous.
You were talking about that
but
you were... Okay.
Looks more female than male, but sometimes you're like, maybe that's a drag queen. You don't know.
Do you get off to the fact that she might be able to beat you up?
I don't think she would be able to beat me up.
Yeah, does that bother
you? No.
Because the other week you were talking a lot about dominance, and you were talking about dildos, and you were talking about being penetrated, and it seemed to have you had a lot of fixation on physical dominance. So I was wondering if you ever fantasize of beating up women.
No, I don't.
Do you think that's because you're weak?
That I don't want to beat up women because I'm weak?
Yeah.
Oh,
have you ever thought of it as you're have you ever thought of it as your birthright?
No. I don't think you should be beating up women unless they ask for it explicitly.
Consent first. You're a good man. You're going to be a great father to that child.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Oh, don't be
that's one of
afraid.
the things, though. I'm not
What is
afraid of having a child. My issue, personally, because I'm 24, and many years ago, I'm like, okay, I don't want to have children until after I'm 25.
Okay.
But I don't think, well, this could go two ways. Either I
Okay.
don't think this counts because biologically this isn't my kid, and the legal responsibilities aren't really there.
All right. True.
And then
But,
the other way, since
Yeah.
this kid is 2 and I'm 24, and if this does become my kid at some point, then it would be the same as me having a kid at 23, which is like
22?
2 or 3 years early.
Yeah. I would take the lady stick over a kid, says Immortan Dave. How do you feel about that
Yeah.
in here? Does that change your mind that Immortan Dave would take a lady stick over a kid?
Well, Morton Dave maybe doesn't have some of the ethical tendencies that I do, and especially in this situation with what was the analogy it's been being used on Drunken Peasants? Is it Plato?
Yeah, Plato.
Plato?
The kid's father
Mhm.
is in jail, has been for I think 3 years. He is very much into Plato,
Oh, my God.
and that is
He's a
something that
Plato
I-
enthusiast.
So he's
he is
probably
a
already done
Plato.
something to the kid?
Well,
I
if you
don't think
notice,
so.
what's the logo for Plato?
Yeah.
It's not a triangle, is it?
No,
What is it?
it's a drawing of a little child's face.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just saying.
That can only mean one thing.
so when my girlfriend was 15, he was 20, and that's when they got together.
Okay.
So he's
So-
31 now. She's 23. Wait, no. Hold on. She's 25. She's a year older than me.
Okay.
And
So you feel some moral responsibility because the kid's son was a Plato.
what it is I can't walk away now because the Plato enthusiasts are one of the only group of people that I cannot overlook.
Okay. But it's not like they're going to let him out and she's going to let him back into
Right.
life. There's going to be, right?
No, the state has put a protective order. Even if she wanted to, he couldn't.
It's pretty interesting you found yourself in this situation, Near. Were you molested at a young age?
I wasn't.
Are you sure?
No.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you,
But-
Near?
As far as I know, I was not molested. I was
Okay.
not.
Even
my
child
dough
on
was not
child?
played with.
Child on child? No, I show
I
you
don't
mine,
think
you show me
so.
yours? Are you positive?
Were you molested, Joe?
Many times.
Oh, okay.
How do you think I know this stuff?
Oh, I didn't
fuck?
think about that.
What do you think? I'm conducting a lab experiment with people? You sick fuck? I'm the experiment. That'd be
You're
weird anyway.
experimenting.
Yeah,
Or you're being
on myself.
experimented.
Exactly. Now,
So you
Near,
played with your own dough?
Near, I did. Let me tell you something. I didn't masturbate till I was 16 years old, and I've never done it since.
You're a
That's
late
an
bloomer.
aside. That's an aside. That had nothing to do with what I'm about to say. Do you
Okay.
know Lolita, Near?
The book or the film?
The book, Nabokov, Lolita.
No.
Let me tell you about it real quick. There's this guy. He finds himself in this position wherein he's with a girl and her kid. And he sees pedophiles everywhere, lurking around every corner. Now, the narrative itself is very ambiguous.
You mean Plato files?
Plato files
Plato
around every
enthusiast.
corner. Now, the big trick, and Nabokov's slippery trick, is that Humbert himself, the protagonist, may in fact be the pedo. And he may have turned the entire world into a pedo in order
Plato.
to justify... Plato. In order to justify his staying around the kid at all costs. What do you think?
I don't think Play-Doh enthusiasts in the modern times tend to be that careful.
Really?
At least the ones that get caught don't.
The ones that get caught, maybe not, because they get cocky, kind of like serial killers, right?
Right,
But there's
they got
Play-Dohs
caught.
everywhere. There are Play-Dohs everywhere. In fact, the first thing a Play-Doh would do is disguise themselves as a non-Play-Doh. In fact, the louder they complain about it, the more apt they are. You know, like homophobes, Play-Doh phobes. Play-Doh phobes are exactly like that. They're hiding.
I don't
they're
think
hiding
that's
pedophilia.
I don't think
Every
that's a direct comparison, or maybe everybody is a Play-Doh enthusiast.
Well, you know who's always talking so much about how much he doesn't like Play-Doh, right?
But brings it up at
Billy?
every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Change of topic. Near, help us,
Yeah.
or we got to go.
All right, I've got a story about roofies. Nobody
Okay,
got
go
raped.
for it.
It's not that kind of story.
All right, do it.
So I tend to be resistant to drugs.
Are you about to
some
tell me you
degree.
took roofies for fun?
No, I got roofied for fun, but wait, no. Somebody roofied me for fun, but it didn't end up going their way.
So someone tried to rape you.
Somebody, no, I don't think that's what the
They just
intention
roofied
was.
them. They didn't want to do
I
anything.
think
with
it's,
it.
you know how like sometimes a famous Jewish comedian in Joe Rogan's circle will drug a famous shirtless comedian in Joe Rogan's circle.
I know
is
how-
it Ari and Bert.
I know how a famous
Yeah, but it's kinda
black
like that.
comedian would drug women that would come hang out with him.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Maybe Charlie Murphy.
May he rest in peace.
Uh,
Continue. So somebody roofied
Anyway.
you for a loan.
Somebody, right? But they didn't use the right dose, or they didn't use enough.
Huh.
So,
So
being
you just
on
felt
roofies,
woozy.
but not enough. A little stronger than that, but yeah.
All right. But you're better now.
I guess.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been put under anesthesia or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
Are you
yeah.
resistant to that? Do they have to give you a double dose or something?
I wake up
They have to give
prematurely.
me usually about 1 and 8, so like 1.8 times dose,
So almost double.
almost double.
Yeah.
So your friend
so-
roofied you to not rape you. What do you think that says about your sex appeal?
Well, maybe my friends don't tend to swing
I'm just
that
telling
way.
you, Nira, if my friends are roofing me, it's because they want to fuck me. That's the only reason. Doesn't
Hey,
make
you
me
should
better
give
than
that
you.
idea to Billy for content.
Maybe. Maybe we're taking roofies. That would be a funny one. Thank you, Nir. You've been a great caller
Billy
as
would push
usual.
out.
You're right, but not if you prod him and get everybody you know to prod him too, because he bends to peer pressure. That's one thing I know about young Bill Fridge. Nir,
Yeah.
thank you so much. We're going to go to the next caller, all right?
All right, goodbye.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too. That was Nir, everybody. Flow Movers here, everybody. Flow Mover. Oh, Flow Mover.
I can tell that they're talking, but we can't hear them for some reason.
They have a very, very quiet
And they're
voice.
not muted on our end.
It's a little mouse. It's a little baby. It's the kid in the house.
I
Just
can't
trying to
hear
make a
anything.
noise. It's the kid in Nir's house.
That's weird. All right. I guess we'll try you again later to see if we can.
I think they've talked before. They can do it.
All right.
Cupcakes here, everybody. Strange girl.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Just talking to a strange little mousy creature. What's up with you?
You want to buy a vape?
Yeah, okay.
I don't use them. I'm trying to sell them.
How much is it? And that's normally what happens with Cupcake. It's all right.
What? What normally happens?
no. She'll ask something, and then it'll just stop. She
I'm
doesn't
here.
hang up. Oh, okay. That's a switch.
It was I dropped the
It
phone
learns.
on my face last time, and it disconnected.
That happens with your big stupid face. Cupcake, I know exactly what you look like. Is that what you were like? I didn't hear the shit. I just
Yeah.
heard nothing. Like this last time. Dead air.
Yeah.
Which you
I
know
was
Ben
talking to you
hates.
about a minute before I realized.
You were talking about bunnies. Why don't you continue that conversation since we're wasting everybody's time? You said you had a strange phobia and it was bunnies. You think I don't remember that?
like them. Yeah.
Okay, continue.
They just freak me out. Maybe it's because when I was little, I went to a 4-H thing, and this guy sat a fat rabbit on me, and he was like, had this weird pussy eye, and the guy just like wrenched it open and shoved a tube in there and started spraying medicine in it and like patted its head. Was like, that's fine. It can't feel it. And I was kind of just like, take it now. And also, everybody's like, you can bite through a finger with the same force that you could bite through a carrot, and then rabbits munch on carrots, and then they're everywhere. They're like mice here. They're
Yeah.
annoying.
Rabbits love to munch fingers too. Cupcake. I can't
Yeah?
believe we missed that last week. That would have been perfect last week. Perfect. Do you know what it is this week? An abomination. It's terrible. It's the worst call we've ever had in
You
the
brought
history
it up,
of
so
this
it's
show.
your worst call.
I'm going to take no responsibility for this, Cupcake. None. Cupcake, you're one of my favorite callers. I'll talk to you soon. That's Cupcake,
Okay.
everybody. Cupcake is a 9-year-old girl. It's ridiculous. Ducking Creepers. Ducking Creepers is here, everybody. Ducking Creepers.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Joey.
How you doing?
Good. So my question for you is, you call yourself Joe Wisdom. I wanted to know what your favorite words of wisdom are. Like if you have a favorite quote or something.
No, I don't have a favorite quote.
No? You have no words of wisdom? Not even your own words of wisdom? You like
No.
yourself a lot.
No, the name was supposed to be sarcastic. I was making fun of myself. But everybody took it seriously.
So you,
I don't know why.
So you admit to being unwise.
Decidedly foolish.
Interesting.
Yep. My favorite quote, and I don't want to take it out of context. I think this is Heraclitus. Is everyone's a faggot and I want to die. And,
Fair.
it had a different meaning then. It sticks with me.
A good
It's
quote,
words to-
Joe. Thank you.
It's words to live by, Ducking. What's your favorite quote before you go?
Oh, God. Honestly, I should have come ready with one, but I did not.
Yeah, I guess you should have. Remember that for next time. When you have a good question and you're forcing it and it has only one outcome to it, you know, a quote, counter with your own. How's that? That's called a conversation, Ducking.
I see. I'm sorry I failed you, Joseph. I'll do better
Yeah.
next time.
That's all right, Ducking. I'll see you next week or 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
If we make it. Who knows? This might be it. If Pipmunk comes, I might lose it. Executables is here. Executables is here.
The great Joe Wisdom. That's
Hello.
Right. That's what I got him. The great Joe Wisdom.
Yes.
He's
what's
absolutely fantastic person. I really like him when he's in the street and he's saying the F word on the Billy the Fridge live stream. It was absolutely fantastic. What was that?
I said something maybe 15 seconds ago.
FBI
Continue. What?
I've just been informed I'm on the wrong call. Hold on.
Okay, goodbye.
Very good, Executables. That was not bad. Where's the crickets?
Oh,
I liked that. At least he gets the title. Some play the role consciously, some unconsciously. Some play it straight, like Four Facts here is playing it straight.
How's it going tonight, Joe?
Pretty good.
Hey, I'm glad to hear. I have 2 questions for you. The first one, you seem like a very learned man. What's your favorite psychologist?
Favorite psychologist, living or dead?
Either.
Mary Louise von Franz.
Ooh, why's that?
I like her name. I've never read any of her work.
fair enough.
I like her
Personally,
stuff on the Pura Eternus. If you've ever,
Eternus.
yes.
I will definitely look into that.
Cool.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of Philip Zimbardo, but mainly for his time stuff. But that's not. I'm not that important. My second question for you is, who's the psychologist that you hate the most, and why is it Dr. Money?
Very good. Very good, 4 facts. Who's your least favorite besides Dr. Money? And why?
Probably the ones I had the misfortune of dealing with in clinicals, set in myself. But other than that, it's just Dr. Money.
Yeah. Dr. Money, and then who's that other one? You know the guy?
There's a lot of guys. Got to be more specific.
He's a doctor.
Dr. Phil?
No, he's not a doctor.
He is a psychologist. He just doesn't have a license to practice, but he does have a PhD in psychology.
Oh, really?
I believe he does.
I'll
look that
I heard
up.
he didn't, but that's what you get for hearing.
He doesn't have a license to practice, as far as I know.
Okay.
But you can still have, a PhD and not have a license. So
You know who was great? 4 facts. The Last Psychiatrist. Do you remember his blog?
No
Stopped
idea
writing
off
it
the top
like
of
in
my head.
2012. It's great stuff. It's great stuff.
I'll
Very good
definitely
writer.
Look into that.
Yep. He was anonymous, fully anonymous. He's just called The Last Psychiatrist. Gives a lot of tools of the trade. And you would never want that guy as your actual psychiatrist, but I'm glad he's out
he
there.
does have a PhD in clinical psychology, Dr.
Okay.
Phil. So.
Okay, cool. He came under fire and he got it ad hoc. Dr. Phil.
No, he's had it this whole time.
Yeah, I know, I'm kidding. All right, 4 facts. Thank you for the call. Next call.
You take care, guys.
Thank you.
That was 4 facts. Big fan of Philip Zimbardo.
Everyone, if you're watching right now and you want to be part of the show, follow the link in the description to join our Discord. It's right down there. And then hop on into the roll call waiting room.
Ben said,
do it.
Ben said before the show, they can talk about anything they want today. I was like, really? He said, anything. I was like, okay. He said,
I didn't say that.
He just said, what's your last name? I said, Wisdom. He said, use that. I said, okay. I said, thanks, Ben.
Also, there's a donation goal up at the top of the screen. Today marks a new week for our weekly donation goal that we've met every week for over a year and a half now. If you want to help us out, there's a Streamlabs link in the description. I would ask that if you want to send us money, send it there rather than Super Chat, because Google takes a huge cut of the Super Chats, and that's trash. All right, here's someone. Here's someone.
All right, here's someone.
Crescent.
I'm there.
Slice.
I'm there.
Crescent Slice is here.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing, Joe?
Great. Do you have a question or a comment?
No, I have a question. It's more like asking for your advice type of thing.
Okay.
So, how would you, if you're trying to, get a girl's attention, and there's like a couple of people jockeying for her, right? How would you, let's see here. How would you distinguish yourself from the rest of the crowd? You have like 2 other plebs going after her. Like, how would you distinguish yourself from them?
Where's the setting? Where's the setting? Is this online or is this in person?
Online and could be in person also.
Okay,
but
so
yeah,
right now it's
online.
online. You guys are on Discord calls, right? And the like, and then there's 3 of you dudes talking to this one girl?
Yeah, 3 or 2,
okay.
Yeah.
So this girl knows that all 3 of you like her, okay? And she loves that. So you have to understand that first. She might not act like she knows, but she knows, okay? That's part of the dance. So, knowing that, you have a very good hint for what your part of the dance is. You don't care. All right? As far as the other 2 schmoes are concerned, you don't actually like her at all. As far as she's concerned, she's cool to hang out with, but you don't think of her that way. You know why? You're banging someone far cuter. Now, you don't tell them that, because that makes you a liar, because you're not. But in your head, that's exactly what's going on. She's not the end-all, be-all of anything. How you distinguish yourself is to make sure that you don't give fucks the same way they give fucks. You give fucks, but never the ways they know. Okay?
How would I? In what way should I give a fuck then?
You give fucks about your principles, about your own principles. Now, what are some of the things that you really steadfastly do, whether it's a ritual or something that you do and only you do? What's something you just do? Anything.
Like something that I just do where they don't. These two plebs don't.
Correct.
I tend to practice guitar every day for 2 hours straight.
Really?
That's like a ritual. Yeah.
All right. So guitar every girl likes music. Every girl likes guitar. That'll come into the mix, but you have to make sure that you don't bring up, hey, I play guitar. Okay? She has to one day have a thought rattling around her head and be like, does anybody have a hobby? Or something like that. And then when you're like, yeah, matter of factly, yeah, I play guitar. And then
that happened actually. That happened.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you play for her?
Yeah.
You already got a leg up. What do the other two dudes do?
I don't know. One of them has a really cringy Instagram where he runs around the streets of LA and sings, and his singing's not that great. And then you read his like, you know, descriptions, and it's fake deep, or, you know, deep in a fake way, whatever the hell people call this shit. But yeah,
Okay.
one of them is cringe. One of them is cringe, but another one, I don't know about the other one, but the other one, yeah, they're both spastastic cringe lords.
Oh, okay. So that might be their leg up, Crescent. A girl wants the killer in you. Yeah. You might not know this because you've been told the exact opposite your entire life, but it's kind of a shit test. Why is it a shit test? Because it arouses her. You know what a shit test is, Crescent?
A shit test is when a girl throws you a curveball to see how you react.
Yes. And what she wants is to be aroused in that moment. That's why she does it. It's the same reason you want to see her naked. You see? It excites her when you're steadfast in your manliness. So the next time you hear a shit test, and trust me, she's testing all of you constantly. And my money is, from what you've said, not because you're not the best guy, but because of what you said, the cringe lord, the second cringe lord that goes out and sings all the time, he's the one in the lead right now in her head, if any of you.
So what can I do to hedge my bets and be in the lead?
You need to make your absence matter. So miss the next 2 calls with her. Do not hang and don't cling. And go out and do some wild shit. Have a friend film it for you. You know, not too showy. Make sure it's in character. Don't volunteer it. If they ask, "Hey, where you been?" Say, "You won't believe me." And then they'll be like, "No, really, where you been?" And then you say, "Oh, well, I did shrooms in a tent and daggled off a cliff." Whatever. You see, Crescent? Do something like that. Make your absence felt and make it count while it's gone. That's what draws her. You understand?
The thing is, you don't know if she's being nice to the cringe lord, for example. She just actually likes it. That's the thing. You don't know.
I have a feeling that when it comes down to it, she wants the killer. She wants the one who's willing to do what no one else will. That's what she wants. The more apt you are to be that kind of guy, the more apt that she'll want you.
So what you're saying is,
while she's still young.
Go ahead. So what?
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is be unpredictable.
In a way, be unpredictable, but don't be crazy. Because girls don't like crazy. That's not sexy either. Don't be me. Be politely unpredictable. Just change it up. You know, make sure that a lot of times a woman's interest is nothing more than a perverse curiosity. She doesn't love you. She doesn't even like you. She thinks she does because she can't figure you out. Most guys don't understand women, and they don't even understand themselves, so they completely telegraph everything they're thinking, and women are bored by that because they're like, I know exactly what you're thinking. I know you want me. So what you need to do is change the game on her. You need to make it clear that you don't want her, okay? Even if you do, that's between you and you. That has nothing to do with her, okay? All right? You're going to get her if you want her. That's different, okay? That has nothing to do with anything else. And if you don't get her, you're going to get somebody far better. You got to know that too. An abundance mentality, Crescent. You have to know that. Don't bet on it. And if you don't know that, Crescent, you have no business being with any woman. Okay? Because what she wants is somebody who doesn't need her. If you're cloying, if you're around 2 guys that are beta orbiters, you're a beta orbiter too. You have to realize that. If you're watching it, it's for you.
All right. Well,
Crescent.
that gives me a lot of things to think about also. So,
Crescent,
as well.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
And I think you're going to do great.
All right, man. Well, thanks. I'm becoming a huge fan. Roll call after roll call, so keep it up.
Thanks, bro.
All right,
Good luck.
See ya.
That was Crescent. That was Crescent, everybody.
Oh. Hear
Flow
you.
Movers here. Hello,
Yo,
Flow
you can
Mover.
hear me? Check.
Yes.
All right, dude. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. What's on your mind?
I'm much better. I went to the hospital. Remember, I got a cut in my leg and shit. I had an ultrasound.
I remember that. I remember.
I went to the
How'd that-
hospital twice. The hospital's dead. There's nothing there, like in the emergency rooms.
So you just dressed yourself at the hospital instead of at home.
Yeah, fuck it. I was like, yeah, whatever. Doctor was like, no, that's healing fine. Yeah, so
Oh,
I have
really?
a fucked up story. Yeah. Fucked up story if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my grandfather was mafiosa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he used to gang up on my grandmother with his mother emotionally. Okay, so my grandmother fuck that shit crazy. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know why I'm telling you. So he took my grandmother out of the. Well, she was in an insane asylum or whatever. They used to juice her. They used to give her what do you call shock treatment.
Shock treatments, yeah.
Right. He took her out. This is how fucked up my beginning of my life is. He took her out, got her pregnant with my father. Is that a little fucked up?
It's a little.
So
Little. In between
my
shock
father
treatments?
My father was basically a heroin addict at the beginning of my life, and I have no relationship with him. And I tried to relationship with him recently, and he said I'm addicted to pot, and he goes I have to get sober, and he blocked me.
Addicted to pot.
fucked
Wow. Yeah, he wants nothing to do with you, bro. Nothing.
He's a fucking
That's
asshole.
terrible.
That's a fucked up story, but you know, talking
That is
about
fucked up.
molestation. We're talking about molestation too. Are we on a molestation roll?
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, 9 years old. How about you?
You were 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your audio keeps breaking up for some
What the
reason.
fuck?
We're only,
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Are you there?
No, it's
Can you
okay.
hear it now? Better?
Yeah, I can hear it better.
All
Yeah,
right.
Ben just didn't want you to talk about Play-Doh, but it's okay.
I mean,
you can say.
Okay, I won't talk
Jesus.
about it. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right to keep your demons to
Wait,
yourself till they strangle you and die. Are you an alcoholic? Are you an
I'm actually-
alcoholic, Flo?
I'm sipping kava. You know what kava is? Anybody?
Kava? No.
Kava.
is
It's
that?
like a relaxing root. I'm 3 weeks. I haven't smoked weed, not because of my dickhead father, but I might become law enforcement.
Oh, wow.
He's laughing. You're laughing, Ben, because my.
He could do it. A lot of them are former druggies.
Right.
I was never a hard drug addict or anything. I do like psychedelics and shit, like I guess you guys do.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
I wish they would legalize cannabis so law enforcement and fucking firemen can use it. I mean, it's a it just relaxes me at night or whatever. You know?
There you go. It's around the corner. That's coming soon. So,
So
you were
annoying.
9.
Huh?
You were
Okay.
9.
So the landlord's son tricked me. He saw my this is what this motherfucker did to me. Saw my grandfather yell at me. Said, if you go in the street, it's my grandfather. And then the guy that was watching me was supposed to be like my older brother or whatever, took advantage of that and tricked me and whatever. I guess you're a child. It's fucked up, right? So
Yeah.
took advantage of that, and I was penetrated, and all the good fun stuff happened.
Oh my God.
Sick world.
So
It's a sick world.
Yeah, that's beyond molestation, my friend. That's
Oh, it's beyond my list. What is it? It's a rape.
that's beyond. That's rape. You were penetrated. You weren't fondled. You were.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, Flo.
All right, Ben can't take it anymore.
Yeah, Flo. I'm glad you let it out. And don't
I'm a
worry.
doom and gloomer, huh? I'm a bit of a doom and gloom. I'll try to call with something happy.
That's all right, Flo.
All right.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, Flo. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
I wanted to remind everyone to please like this stream. We got 400 live viewers watching us right now. If at least half of you could like this stream, that would be great. Also, if you use the Brave browser, send us your bats. Click on the triangle. Send your bats to us right now. I bet you have some. If you don't use the Brave browser, you're a loser, and you should use our link down below to download it because it's the best web browser out there, and it helps support our channel just by downloading it and using it when you watch our show. Pretty soon here, I'm going to bring someone else on. Here they come. Here they are.
Don't forget to dislike it if you dislike it. I got him, Ben. Fuzzlord. Hello, Fuzz.
It's been a while. Joe hasn't.
It's been a month. The last time was after the Pipmunk fiasco.
It's actually, I was the call during the Pipmunk fiasco.
Right.
Sorry about that.
A lot of people think that you caused it.
Oh, is that actually true? I have not looked at the forum.
It was a rumor I recently started and intend on facilitating to its fullest extent.
Well, you know what? That's great because this goes right into what I want to talk to you about.
Excellent.
How does it feel being a compulsive liar?
Well, when you consider the alternatives, it's not that bad. Because compulsive means that you do it and you believe it. And you do it automatically and thinking that you want it to be true or you're trying to convince somebody of it being true because of fear or because you want somebody to believe something. If you notice, my lies always make me look far worse than I actually am. Denny's, stuff like that. These are...
Well, some would say that you might be trying to humble yourself to look better to others, therefore making yourself humiliated so you, therefore, relate to people on a more real level.
It could be that. Nobody likes a guy who's thinking clear and healthy. Nobody likes a guy who's confident. Nobody likes a guy who's smart. Nobody likes anybody that. And that's why I'm very dumb and unconfident. And I lie all the time to reach your level, Fuzzlord, because I want you to feel at ease. It's a favor.
And what would my level be? I'm sorry?
Your level is the kind of guy who thinks he's figured something out because he's gotten a baby insight into somebody. You got to think of the context of the lie. Like one time I drank bleach on the show, but it wasn't actually bleach. It was a shout. You see, that's a very different kind of lie, isn't it? We said bleach because a lot of you don't know what the brand of shout is. You got to think of the context. There wasn't anything compulsive about that. That was a very calculated lie.
Are you sure it wasn't Gatorade?
Positive. One time I drank piss, but it wasn't piss. It was very old piss. And I said it was piss. You understand? Do you understand, Fuzzlord? How I want to fit in? That's all I'm trying to do, is fit in.
You're just trying to be just like everyone else.
Exactly.
You're just too intellectual that if you just were yourself, we just couldn't relate. Is that what it is, Joe?
No, not at all. That would make me
I'm sorry. What is it?
Well, basically, a pseudo-intellectual is a redundancy. Anybody who views the world through the intellect alone is a liar by default. Anybody who thinks they know anything about anybody or anything is a liar. I've never had an honest thought, and neither of you. That's the facts. Memories lie. Your senses lie. What you choose to believe lies.
You don't think hate is a true thought? Is like the only thought that can be really true? Just to despise something?
I think love can too. I think most people.
Well, that's two sides of the
hate.
same coin, right? Hate and love are the same emotion.
Oh, maybe. Like, I think you love me, deep down. But it's only manifesting as this bizarre third degree. And I like it. I want to keep you on as long as possible. You know why, Fuzzlord?
Why? Why, Joe?
I don't respect you.
It's okay, Joe. I don't really respect you either.
Fuzzlord. I don't respect you at all.
That's fine, Joe.
Your voice cracked. Are you crying?
My voice cracks because I don't take you very seriously, Joe. So when you say things like this to me, it rolls off my shoulders, like water on it.
I don't know. That seems like overcompensating me, Fuzzlord. I think you wouldn't have called me twice in a month if you really didn't care.
I think if I would have cared, I would have called you last show.
I think, yeah, sure. Didn't we just have a talk 2 people ago about how sometimes you need to break up the formula to make it seem like you don't care? Crescent, you weren't watching, or you were just listening to your own thoughts, Fuzzlord?
I'm not sure.
2 callers ago, we had this discussion. Basically, you're a beta orbiter, and I'm the pretty girl.
Oh,
That's how I
damn,
see
you're
it.
the pretty girl? Shit.
Exactly. I'm your prize. Just for you. No one else. Everybody else puts me in the proper perspective. They know that, yes, I'm a liar. Very much so. But it's all for a good cause. You're the only one who seems to think...
Are you sure these lies aren't having a detrimental effect on your relationships with the people on this show and your home life?
Yes. Well, maybe in the show. But you got to think about it. What have I lied
Definitely
about
Pitmonk
on
at
here
least,
that would
right?
have a detriment? What did I lie to Pitmonk about?
I believe we know what you lied about, Joe.
Oh, no. I really don't know.
You don't
You'll have
truly,
to explain it.
You don't truly like his dad the way he is.
He does. I mean,
was that the debate?
I don't think it was.
That a lot of people thought. No, go ahead, Fuzzlord. This is interesting. That a lot of people thought that I was honestly glad that Pitmonk's father died. Was that the debate?
I don't think that's the debate, but I think that's how it comes off. How you were so joyous in the way that you were saying the words. It's not the words you said, but how you say them.
I mean, we spent like 2 fucking weeks talking about this.
Yeah, but
so I don't know
apparently
why...
it still didn't get through to certain people. Fuzzlord,
Right.
Listen, you're very autistic. You wear this on your sleeve.
Thank you very much.
What you call lies, other people call jokes. A lot of times that's what they are. So if you go back and look, and do yourself a favor, you were on there, so it won't be for a lost cause. You love looking at yourself. Go ahead and look. Notice that during our call, Pitmonk comes on, and I start mouthing off to him very quickly because he does something that I interpret to be a challenge. Now, I could be wrong. And a lot of people would say, Joe, you're reading way too much in and you're a psycho. And I'm going to give you a gift here, and I'm going to give you a little glimpse into how I see things. So Pitmonk gets pulled into the call. I remember it very well. And he goes, thank God you pulled me in. Them motherfuckers were starting to ask me questions. And then I was like, who's asking you questions, Pitmonk, and why? Who would ask a fat slob who begs all the time questions? You know, who's never said a funny thing or insightful thing as far as I could see. Again, disrespect. This is what this is. This is what's behind the mask. Absolute disrespect. And he goes, everybody who knows I'm better than you, motherfucker. And it was quick. So I knew it was on his mind. So I challenged him. I challenged him right out. I said, oh, what are they going to ask you? How do I profit off my dad's death? And then he's like, oh, no, that's too far. Ben goes too far. And the audience, half the audience goes too far. The other half goes, yes, blood, 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 blood. And I know this. And Fuzzlord, I know you're an autist who thinks it's a lie.
Hold on.
I know that now.
Hold on.
Now, hold on, Fuzzlord.
Hold on. The point is that you didn't truly mean that, right?
Fuzzlord.
Well, answer my question first. Don't keep going.
Fuzzlord.
Don't try to change the subject.
I
did
promise
you or
I'll
did you
answer
not
your...
mean it?
I'm not changing the subject. I promise I'll answer your question.
He hasn't been able to sleep since this happened, Joe. He can't live with himself.
Fuzzlord.
Exactly.
Fuzzlord,
man.
you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself from insight. I know you're autistic and you need everything spelled out for you. Okay. But what happened next is the tip off to anybody who has a fucking brain in their fucking head. Are you ready? I go, yeah. I go, ha, ha, ha. Like that. I make all the noises, all the motions. And then he's like, that's too much. And then he goes silent. And I go, where'd he go? That's a shame. I really liked him. And they're like, he's still here. And I go, Pipmunk, I'm glad your dad's dead. Huh? My dad died? Do you see me crying about it? Now, in what universe does a person convey honest emotion in that way? In what universe, Fuzzlord? You call it a lie. I call it, obviously, going for a very distasteful laugh at somebody else's expense because he doesn't respect him. Obviously. 110%. And I just so happen to give that easy carrot because it's easy. Because everybody can say, all the people who want to be offended can say, that's too far. That's a line you just can't cross. And then the other half
Hello,
can
Joe.
go, hello, PTM. And then the other half can go, it was
Joe,
fine.
just
It's all
because it's a joke doesn't mean it doesn't affect him still, truly. And that's the point.
yeah,
though. Like,
Fuzzlord,
just
and that's
because
the
you
thing.
have jokes, and that was my original thing, is do you think this affects your relationship
Well, you changed
with
the topic.
drunken peasant?
You changed the
even.
topic.
That was how we originally got here. I was asking you, do you think lying like this changes how you and the drunken peasants treat you and your
Well,
relationships
later-
with them? And
later-
whether or not you want to call it a joke, maybe I misphrased it. I'll give you that. Do you think these absurd jokes, we'll go with that, change how the drunken peasants and people will see you in your
I mean,
relationship?
the more you bring it up, the more people are talking about it. So the more it's being
it's
said
not-
and
not just
no,
this.
hold on, shut up. I'm talking. The more it gets revisited. Like your concern is only perpetuating it, right?
Well, my fake concern, I don't really care. Let's be honest.
Oh,
here.
really?
Okay,
Are you a liar,
so then,
Fuzzlord?
so
Why
you're a
would you lie?
concern troll then.
Why, Fuzzlord?
You're like
really
the
had me
literal
going
fucking
there.
definition of a concern
It's
troll.
all right, then. It's all right. He's
Joe
doing very
is-
well.
Joe is literally a troll too. I mean, we're just it's
Okay,
troll
so
on troll.
Fuzzlord,
Joe,
you're losing. You never say that you're trolling while you're trolling. You never do.
I don't
that.
need to.
You got to give an easy out. Okay? Easy out.
Look,
You've been
Ben
giving
was
it. You've
getting
been doing
emotional.
very well.
Ben was getting very emotional. I had to calm him down.
Don't put this
Oh
on Ben.
no, you're
Don't
doing
put
the
this
you
on
mad.
Ben. Don't
I'm
put
just telling you, you're fucking dumb. It's not about me being emotional. You're the one doing the emotional shit, not me.
Fuzzlord, you were doing very well, but Ben
Well,
basically
that's-
made you tip off your hand.
That's a
He-
clear
I'm
sign of a
sorry.
loss is when you go to the you got mad. Huh? You got mad.
I'm not even talking about Joe got mad up in. Calm down.
Yeah.
I'm calm. I'm like literally fucking calm. I don't know what you're talking about. What does this have to do with me being calm?
I thought we were talking to Joe here.
I thought you were fucking genuine. You're just a fucking dumbass
Oh.
concern troll.
That's a shame. PTM, thank you very much. Good to have you back. I haven't seen you lately. Fuzzlord.
He's crying.
Fuzzlord. It's all right.
I'm dying.
It's all right. You did very well. I'm proud of you. Was there
Yeah, we'll
anything
pick
else?
this up some other time. No, I think we're done here.
All right. All right. Talk to you later, Fuzzlord. Good try. It was really good. He's really good.
You get a C minus for effort.
Hello.
Number one Hannibal fan. G. Marcus.
Yeah. Totally. So I actually have a sort of serious but not serious question. Who do you think is more wealthy, Jeff Bezos or Scrooge McDuck?
Probably Scrooge. Did you ever see those? Well, you saw it. That's why you asked. But all those gold coins.
Yeah.
Dunes of gold coins. Scrooge McDuck.
Well, I have to imagine because there's that many gold coins that gold probably isn't worth as much in their universe. But my conclusion on this is I think Jeff Bezos probably has more cash, but I think Scrooge has more wealth and other things like
More assets.
I think like more assets. Like he also owns like a gun that like makes things frictionless, and like I'm pretty sure he's even drank out of the fucking fountain of youth. So that's got to count for something.
Misers always live longer.
I think he's like what 150 years old or some shit. That's
Something
ridiculous.
like that. Yeah.
All right, so you're on Team Scrooge's wealthier.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, Scrooge is definitely he plays the part better too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Can you think of like any character that would be more wealthy than Scrooge?
Let's see.
Ooh.
That's tough. That's really tough.
Like Batman sort of comes to mind because I think he has access to some stuff that might not exist in either of their universes.
Well, he would have to have probably $80 billion to have the stuff he has. So maybe Bruce. If Bruce is richer than Bezos, then he's definitely richer than Scrooge McDuck, in your opinion. But I think Scrooge might even edge out Bruce Wayne.
I think he does. I see, like, what Honest Red said, Iron Man. You know what? That's actually interesting, because if Iron Man could get access to something like an Infinity Stone, that probably automatically means he wins.
Right. Yeah, as far as material wealth goes, because that would be a totally different kind of wealth. Material wealth, we're probably looking at Scrooge McDuck as the richest character in fiction. Or Shylock.
How rich is Richie Rich?
Richie Rich is supposed to be a billionaire too.
Yeah.
So that's up there. These are very good palate cleansers from our recent kerfuffle with. Somebody said they were very proud of you. Did you see that, Ben?
Me?
Yeah, somebody tipped and they said they were very proud of you because you didn't let that troll get away with what he was trying to do.
It was stupid as fuck.
Well, you came and you protected your old pal Joe. That's what you did.
Whenever you corner a troll, and they're caught and they can't keep trolling, they go with you're mad. Calm down, you're mad. You're crying. It's hilarious because even if I was mad, it wouldn't make them smarter. It wouldn't make them better at what they're trying to do.
Well, that's the point, though. As far as they're concerned, it's founded on nothing. It's not a real thing.
Right.
And if they can get you to engage on their level and make you upset, which is what he was going for, that means they've won. I did that to Scotty 403. I troll all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't troll a troll. It's kind of hard. Where you can maybe, but it has to be a totally different context. He did something admittedly good. He was accusing me of doing the very thing he was doing at the time, which is a good troll. That's a very good troll. But he cracked as soon as Ben's naked honesty, penetrated through the layers and got into the heart of the matter. Fuzzlord realized that he's not made out of stone, and he's not a psycho.
Well, I'm saying,
troll.
what he was saying didn't make any sense. You know, if it was so fucking awful and terrible and should have never have happened, then
I'm glad he brought it up.
Why are we talking about it again?
Well, because people love to get worked up. It was fun. We had fun.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta agree with what you said, though. Never tip your hand if you're gonna troll. If you're gonna troll, you have to make that your lifestyle and just commit to.
That's why I broke his bitch ass so easily.
Exactly. You can never admit.
What a shit troll.
I think that's why you do such a good job of it, because like half the time people just can't tell if you're serious or not, and that's the perfect level of that.
I do actually work at Denny's. I was lying back there. I'm their third best busboy at that branch. Anything else, Jamarcus?
No, that was pretty much it. Just wanted to talk about, fictional character wealth.
Thank you, G. Marcus. Good topic.
As always.
Very good topic. He did good. Next.
All right. Looks like we've got Kino on deck here.
Kino's here, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
I just wanted to ask for an update on your Docky situation. Have you been discussing anything, looking at any interest, or has it just gone like, I don't give a shit?
What Docky situation?
The last time you...
Yeah, I remember our conversation very well. I remember your phobia.
Yeah.
I remember escalators. I remember our plan.
And philosophy, and then
And philosophy.
You brought up on how you need to give yourself meaning and be a little mini god.
Yes.
Which
yes,
I thought
remember
was
that.
very... You could do really good self-help books with that. You could honestly fucking, make money on that.
All right. I'll try that.
but-
What was the Docky
Yeah,
thing?
no.
What?
Daki Makura, the Japanese hugging body pillow.
Oh, yes. Shit. Did I tell you I was going to do that?
Kinda.
Really?
I have a feeling you were joking, but
Oh, no. As we've clearly established with Fuzzlord, I was lying. I am a miserable
figured.
liar. I had no intention of ever doing anything with the Japanese pillow. Nothing. In fact, actually, if you gave me one, I'd keep it. But that'd be it. I would never think twice about it otherwise. Do you understand, Kino?
no, I get it.
Does that hurt you?
No.
Have you been on an escalator since we last talked?
Yes, I did, and
What?
I did not hold onto the rail.
What? Kino's cured! She's cured!
This show helps people in all different ways.
Wow!
I was still
Well done.
freaked out about it, but I did it. I got down it.
Wow.
All right.
didn't die.
So the next time you do it, I want you to do it blindfolded with shoes that are untied.
Kino, I'm definitely going to do that pillow thing, the Japanese pillow. I don't, definitely now, because I feel like I owe it to you. I'm going to do it. And if I don't do it, may you fall down an escalator. You know, Kino? So I have to do it, because otherwise it'll be huge trouble for you.
Well, depending on the escalator.
Depends. Some of them are baby ones. Did you go on a baby one? Tell the
It
truth.
wasn't short, but it was inside.
That's all right. That's all right. You still did great, Kino. You slayed the dragons in your heart. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. God damn it, Kino. Best call.
Looking forward to after quarantine when hopefully I can manage to go to Universal and fucking get that last one and say fuck you escalator.
You're going to do it. You're going to conquer it. It's in you. You have the heart of a lion. Yes.
Hey, there's a person who gave you money to shut me up.
Really?
Yeah. Cool.
Well, that means you're doing something right, Kino. They want to silence you. Because you're speaking the truth. Afraid of it. Kino, thank you for the call.
Cool.
Unless you want to stick around to... that's all right. Because now it looks like we did it because this Joe's Barbie candy crucifix fanny.
Oh, what? You want to bring her back for a little while?
It's all right, Kino. If she wants to. She seemed okay to be gone.
Let's just bring her back just because, yeah.
All right. Kino, stick around while we do the next call. We want your input.
Okay. Cool.
Everyone, please like the stream. Like it. And also, don't. Fuck, dude. Sorry, I just had a serious brain fart.
It happens.
Yeah.
I had one earlier.
Well, I was doing bong hits.
Oh, really? I didn't have an excuse. I was just like, who am I? Where am I?
Here, let me try it. Like the stream, share it with your friends, force your dog to watch it.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Kino.
All right.
I don't change my clothes. I don't change my clothes this year. I remember you. You had a good relationship with your father.
Yeah. I do. Great. I wanted to ask you about salvia and your experience with salvia and what you thought about that.
Well, the first time I took it was back in 2009. It was a really massive hit. And people there that I was with seemed pretty cool, but they started fucking with me for some reason. And that's one thing you don't want to do on salvia, because it's all about the atmosphere. If you're with people you can trust, you can have a good time, from what I hear. But that really threw me. They threw up an oven mitt with a bunch of chili peppers sewn into it, like animated chili peppers, and it looked like little Aztec pyramids coming to life and coming out at me. I was really hallucinating pretty bad, and I screamed. That was back in 2009. The last time I did it, it was far weaker. The first time I was, I wasn't really seriously taking it. The second time I took it, and I got trapped in the second layer, but I could still fully talk because I think it was a weaker strength. It was like 80x. So I totally could talk. And then the third and fourth time, they were actually very good highs. So salvia accepts me. How about your experiences with salvia?
I have not personally taken salvia, but if I had the chance, I would. I just don't live in a state where it's like easy to get. So, anyway, if you were Billy, would you have trusted trusted you, would you have gotten high with yourself on salvia?
If I was Billy, I would have known that the best way to get trust is to show it. You have to show trust. You have to be the first one. Kind of like a confidence game. A con artist always gives his trust first. So I would have done that. I would have given my trust and then would have counted on him not to be a con artist, which would be me, and to value that trust. But Billy doesn't do me that honor. Would you? I would, because I know me.
The fuck?
It was your question. What? I'm the fucking weirdo? You asked me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next caller. Kino, you did great. You should have let that guy have it when he was giving it to me. Kino.
I'm sorry.
You really made me look like a bit of a fool there. I looked like a fucking moron. Mickey's here, everybody. This should be good. Hey, Mickey.
It won't be, but, you know.
I
So
thought
I'm
I'd
having a
help you out.
problem,
Okay.
and I thought you could help.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I can't get a boner no more, and I tried all the stuff, the Blue Chew that YouTubers love and all that stuff, and you know, it's just not getting as firm as it used to. It's tough, you know, jerking off 8 times a day. But anyway, I wanted to ask you, if you were, this is a hypothetical, and I know you love those because, you know, whatever. So, if you were forced to be like a professor or a high school teacher or whatever the hell, what course
not
would
sleep
you
with
feel
my students.
competent teaching? Like, what would you think you could, like, right now would be competent teaching? What subject?
Probably
skill or whatever.
Probably. Is there a class where you can hold your breath underwater for a long time?
PE teacher?
The basket weaving
No,
thing?
and not the other stuff. PE, it involves more than that. Is there a class where the entire class?
You want to hold
is-
students' heads underwater?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'd be great at that. If that's a subject. Is it, Mickey?
I mean, if you can get a job out of it, I don't know, maybe.
I just want to point out that Mickey sounds way more sober than I've heard him in a very long time.
He did great.
I have
He
not
really
had a
prepped.
drink in like over a week because I'm out of alcohol and I'm not leaving the house.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm proud of you, Mickey.
My
made
intelligence
some
has
major-
jumped half an IQ point. You know, I'm doing pretty good.
Everybody's
learning to
made
read
major
again,
leaps.
you know.
Kino is going up things.
Yeah,
Fuzzlord is.
Kino won the elevator or whatever the hell you did.
Well, I mean,
Good night.
elevators are a whole different story.
Yeah.
Well, you
oh
go
God.
up stories,
You're not
but-
afraid of those too, are you?
No, no. Well, only if they make sounds. Then I'm kind of uncomfortable, but I'm not afraid of them. I'm just like,
What if you get stuck in an elevator for 2 hours?
I would have a panic attack.
Mickey, did you have
got
anything
stuck with
else?
Billy or something. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I forgot the other time there was a drunk story I wanted to tell.
Oh,
I was at
really?
a backyard bonfire thing. I had a bunch of beers, and then somebody left like a Four Loko, but I was like 18, so I didn't know what it was. So I just drank the whole thing in like 20 minutes. And then somebody brought out some shots of like Kraken or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And I got really wasted and ended up beating someone with a towel over and over again.
You beat them
My
with
chair
the
got
towel?
broken. Yeah, they were drunk. I was just beating them on the ass.
Oh.
Motherfucker. I don't know. I was drunk.
So you were being a pervy. You were towel snapping.
It was a man though. So it's
yeah,
okay.
but we know
He was
about
also
you,
a
Mickey.
worse alcoholic, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. That's a great drunk story. Thank you, Mickey. You're getting
Yeah,
better and
thanks,
better
Joe.
every week.
I am. You're looking sexier yourself. You
No,
lost
thanks.
weight?
No.
Your dick grown a little, you know?
No, Mickey. Goodbye, Mickey. Kino, thank you very much.
Yes.
It's been great having you. Clean slate. We're going straight for it. ATK is here, everybody.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Hey, not a whole
What's
lot.
up,
How you
what's
doing? What brings you in?
Well, I just had a comment and also a question. A comment was, last time I saw you on the show, I was tripping on acid pretty hard. And your entire description of like free will last show was really mind blowing to me while I was tripping on acid. I just wanted to say that.
Thanks.
But secondary, what's your favorite book, like fantasy book, whether it be horror, fantasy, sci-fi? I have the nature of my work allows me to like listen to audiobooks all the time, so I just need like some new input on what books to listen to next.
Oh, okay. I don't read much fiction. I read a lot of nonfiction. So I've only read the stuff everybody's read. So the Foundation series I've read. I've read Dune. I've read. I like Dune a lot. Have you probably read it? Of course, you're a fiction or sci-fi fan. Let's see.
I actually haven't, but it's one of the things that I've been recommended to quite a few times. Just never really gotten around to doing it yet.
Oh, okay. I highly. Oh, yeah. Dune. Let's just go with Dune. I hear myself on your end.
All right, for sure. Thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks, ATK. That was ATK. Agnostic Cat Girl is here. ACG.
shit.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You're here.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
question.
Oh, it's all right. Did you just want to hang out?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
Also,
Yeah.
so I want to know something you never told Ben. Tell Ben.
Something I've never told Ben, tell Ben.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What is going on?
This is a good one. Oh, the poll that Billy said was his idea. It's my idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, never mind. I literally
Anything-
no.
Her mic keeps cutting in
Yeah.
and out.
And she sounds like she's losing her mind anyway. ACG? ACG?
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll talk to you later, ACG.
I'm on.
Get a new
Alright,
fucking
bye.
mic. She was great. That was actually a very good one because it was a challenge. It was a challenge. Bookilly is here. Everybody, Bookilly.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's on your mind?
Hey, I was just I was just wondering about like social responsibility versus government coercion.
Oh. And what about it?
Just with the whole COVID's kind of situation, what's your take on it?
Oh, well, I think everybody has the best of intentions, which means it's going to be hell. No matter what we do. Because there's people that are convinced that if you do not do exactly what you're told, you are not only killing yourself, you're killing them. You're putting them at risk. That's a very good place to be in. In fact, COVID, among other things, in addition to being a very real illness, is a great metaphor for tyranny. Certain people have a great time under tyranny. They feel safe under tyranny. Other people would rather hell break loose than be told what to do and exactly what to do and how to do it. So that's where the big push comes. It goes beyond social responsibility. It goes to bizarre ideas of being a little devil. Basically, there's some people that go out and say, yeah, I'm not wearing a mask, and if you die, it's because you're fucking weak. And if I die, it's because I'm fucking weak. Fuck you. You say there's too many people anyway. I don't give a shit. Do you want to make this real? Do you want the virus to kill me, or do you want to? Let's cut out the middleman. Stop the you burn in hell. No, let's fight. Let's fight to the death.
Man.
Let's do it. That's
It
what I'm
goes
talking
beyond
about.
that.
Social responsibility, my fucking asshole.
Oh,
cunt.
Fuck
I'm
you.
telling you I'm telling you what they would say. I'm not talking about me, Bookilly. So, what is our responsibility? Should we keep doing what we're doing? Of course we should. It's great.
I have two underlying health conditions, and people are telling me because of those that I should kowtow to the state.
What do you think? Should you?
And I'm like, well, no, that no, fuck that. I believe that there are social responsibilities that people should take on for themselves.
You don't think it should be mandated?
I think when people decide that they should.
What I don't know why.
Is, when there's coercion on the state, I think that's tyranny.
Yeah. Yeah, I said as much, actually. I said something similar. But how it goes now is a lot of people...
I'm sorry, there's
with your
an awful lag here.
That's all right, Book. A lot of people want you to die. They would rather that the virus killed you so they could be proven right, because that's really what this is all about. They don't want to think they're wasting their time for no reason, and that they believe people that they're not supposed to believe for no reason. I mean, that's what this whole thing is about. So they want you dead. They don't love you. And you love you. So you do what you think is best for you, Book Killy. I think you should go out and have people, start screaming at you and say, your health condition's going to kill you. And then say, yeah, I know you care. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Book. Talk to you later. That's Book, everybody. Idiots like you exist, and they shouldn't. Huzzah is here.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hi, Huzzah. Good, good.
So,
What brings you out?
I only wanted to comment two stories I have happened today. Really funny.
Sure.
And also I didn't make it the last stream, so I do have a phobia. It's a phobia to ventriloquist dolls.
What?
The ventriloquist dolls.
Oh, the ventriloquist dolls. Yes.
Yeah. Like, if I have one in the same room, I just start shaking. Like, I hate them.
Right.
Makes
sense.
So today I went with some friends to a Korean place here in the city, and you know that those friends that always they see a woman in the street and they're like, hey, check that out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I know the type.
Well, so we went on the bus, right? And
Yeah.
I was on the window, and this really hot girl gets on the bus. I
Mhm.
see her, just look at her for a few seconds, and then turn away, being respectful. And then this friend looked at her, and then elbowed me and was like, hey, look at that shit. And so he stopped looking at her, and when I turned, she had moved, and this huge black guy had taken her place, and he was telling me how hot it was. I just look at him, the black guy look at me, and I just started laughing out loud.
Oh, God.
And his face was not very, he clearly didn't understand the situation.
Yeah, nor would he. How could he?
And my friend that wasn't looking, he was like confused. He looked to the black guy and also started laughing. So I can only imagine what went through the mind of this guy that looked at me and my friend, two white guys, just looking at him, and started laughing in the middle of the bus.
That's a great story, man. What's your second story?
Yeah, so the second story, in the Korean place, when we went to pay our food, there was a blonde girl taking the payments.
Yeah.
My friend paid first, then I went to pay.
Yeah.
And in the middle of her doing the math,
Yeah.
My friend went, wait, you charged me wrong. You charged me like $20 more. And she, apparently we broke her because she looked at him. She looked at me. Like I saw the vacant eye on her look, the calculations going on, and she just fainted.
That's a hoot. That is a hoot. About your phobia.
Yeah,
your phobia of ventriloquist dummies. I think I have a good way for you to conquer that.
Okay.
On May 5th, there is going to be an episode of Drunken Peasants, guest starring none other than Chris Raygun, who is in fact a living, sentient ventriloquist dummy. A lot of people don't know this. And he's really cool and likable. So you'll see that they're not all the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know they're not all the same. It's just that, if I happen to meet the one doll that wants to kill me,
It'll just take one to want to kill you for you to be turned off all dogs.
Well, I mean,
Dolls.
no,
Sounds
I mean,
classist to me, Huzzah.
I don't actually think they're going to kill me. Just, I actually I'm a very logical guy. So honestly, having this phobia annoys me a lot because I know it's just a doll,
Right.
but I still get nervous and
Right.
shake. Like I'm talking about it, I'm shaking. Like it's dumb.
It's all right. Watch that episode. You'll feel better.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, Huzzah. Thank you very much. Great stories,
No,
Huzzah. That was Huzzah, everybody.
I like how you say that after every caller.
Jefferson is here. Jefferson is here. I think this has happened before, Jeff. Jefferson is here. I can only cue you so many times before people start to hate.
Jefferson Gorn.
Sorry, Jeff. I tried. Josh Fungus is here.
Hello?
Hello, Josh.
Hello. I had one question for you, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, and by the way, I'm a huge fan of the show. Thank you for having me on. What's your favorite Saturday morning cartoon? If you have
Saturday,
one.
Foghorn Leghorn. It's probably my favorite. So that was like Looney Tunes. I really liked
Okay.
Foghorn Leghorn. Do you know him?
Yeah, I do. He's the
Was it
big
worth the
chicken
wait?
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Good. What's your favorite?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my God, you're a virgin. That's all right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all right.
I also have
how old are you?
autism.
No, it's okay.
I'm 19.
You're 19? All right. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 28 years old. It's okay, Josh Fungus.
Okay.
I like how he was like, I also have autism.
As if he needed the disclaimer.
Right.
Fungus, thank you for calling. I'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Fungus did great. Really proud of him. Major steps in the right direction. We got Lucifer here. Lucifer, 666. Hello.
While we're waiting for the caller to get their shit together, please like and subscribe. And also, if you would like to talk to Joe, please join our Discord. There's a link in the description. You can go there and jump into the roll call waiting voice chat, and we might just bring you in.
Lovely.
I'm trying to find someone. All right, we'll try this person.
Okay, I'm on, right?
Stratos, you're here.
Yeah, hey Joe.
Hey, Stratos.
I just want to know why do things seem so boring? You know.
Why do
We're
things
having a
seem
little
so
trouble
boring?
hearing you too. Just so you know, your volume's very low.
Oh, okay, I'll try to talk as loud as possible then.
Why does everything seem so boring now to you?
Yeah, everything is just boring. I don't know why.
Well, because you're frying your dopamine receptors, friend. You're frying them constantly.
That might be it.
Yep, you're frying them every time you beat off to your hentai. You're frying them every time you ogle on the street. You're frying them every time you pick up your smartphone and look for something new in your social media or a new YouTube channel. You're frying them, and that's the very thing that tells you whether or not something's fun or not, or engaging or not. So that's why you're bored all the time, Stratos. It's constant,
You're
and it's
right.
self-imposed.
Yeah, you're right. All I've been doing most of the time is just looking at social media, but you're just right, man. You're right.
I know, Stratos.
What can I improve?
I mean, you have an anime girl as your profile picture. That's part of how we knew this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not magic, Stratos.
She's cute though. I want to appreciate that.
Stratos.
What?
Go out into the wilderness, your nearest woods, and sit there. You live in Washington, right?
Yes, I do live in Washington.
All right. I want you to come over to me and Billy's house. We're going to go to the woods. We're going to go to the woods, and we're going to make sure that you are not bored. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm going to get a knife, and I'm going to chase you around the woods with the intent to kill you.
Or we can do that thing that Billy talked about, of that bounty hunter thing you guys do.
No, it's much better to kill you. Don't you think, Stratos?
Maybe.
I'll meet you at our favorite Costco.
Okay. We'll go to the one in Linwood. You know where the Otherwood Mall is. We'll go
The one in Linwood. Yeah, that's perfect. There's a guy there that works there. His name is Low-Key Larry. Speaking of threatening to kill people, he threatened to kill me after I joked that I was glad that Pipmunk's dad is dead.
Oh, stop.
He did. He did. His name is Low-Key Larry. And I've never seen him before. He never types it anywhere. He just came out of nowhere. He's like, I'm going to kill him. I'm like, what? Did you just join to say that? He probably lurks. Finally made a name. So, yeah, I want to go there to meet him anyway. And then we can go. We'll get the knife from him. And then we'll go out to the woods together. And you will not be bored, I promise.
I go to the Issaquah Costco.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Stratos, thank you for calling.
Thanks, Joe, for your solution.
Yeah, no problem. Only solutions.
You shot some solution into him.
Sure did. C is here. C is here.
Wow. I'm on here?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think I've got to mute this. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, Joe, I was wondering, I heard you that you liked Andrei Tarkovsky. I really like him as well.
Yeah.
And I just saw Nostalgia recently. I hadn't seen it in 20 years or so.
Okay.
What film do you like of his? Which one speaks to you?
My favorite is probably Stalker.
Stalker.
Yeah. And then I like Zirkalo, The Mirror. Those would be my top
I've
two.
never seen Stalker. Why do you like that one?
Stalker, the drifts in that are really something to behold. First off, he's in this place that was abandoned. It's the strangest texture of a building you'll ever see in your life. It looks CG, but it couldn't possibly be. And he was in a place where they were doing all their nuclear experiments, so there was radiation everywhere. It actually was the place that ended up killing him, probably, because he died of radiation exposure. And the drifts is hypnotic. It's the camera moves in a way that's almost creating as it drifts from space to space. And I swear some of the drifts last about 45 minutes, but you never get bored.
When you say drifts, do you mean like camera sort of?
Yeah, the way his camera drifts, it's very interesting. It's not like an Altman drift where it's curious or discovering. It's it's hazy, like a half-remembered dream, and a lot of it has that kind of dream logic to it as well. He's best when he's not making sense, and Stalker only makes the barest of sense, if any. So I love that movie.
What was the second one you liked?
The Mirror.
Mirror. Okay, I saw that a long time ago.
Yeah, that's great too. Apparently it's autobiographical, but I saw some of myself in that. And I think most people see some of themselves in that.
What in particular did you see about yourself?
Some the dynamics with his it's a likely mother. I'm not sure if that was his mother. But a little bit of that. And then the whole thing with Tarkovsky, it's interesting. I don't know, or any great artist for that matter, if they just make a building that we inhabit and we convince ourselves it's part of truth, or if they just really have their finger on the pulse like some people seem to think and just see what's universal in there. I don't know which end. They sound similar, but they're not. It would be the opposite. depending on which truth it is. I like to think it's the former. Because that would mean there is such a thing as a genius. And that would mean Tarkovsky's a genius. That comforts me.
Have you seen Nostalgia? Have you seen that one?
No, what's the English title?
Nostalgic. It's in Italian.
Oh, Nostalgia. 83. 83, yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't see that one. I didn't see The Sacrifice, and I've never
highly
seen Nostalgia.
recommend that.
Okay. With Tarkovsky, I save him. I save a lot of his stuff because he only made 14 of them. So there's 3. I still haven't seen Solaris. And I'm going to rewatch Andrei Rublev.
Some highbrow film kind of favorites.
Well, you brought it up, see. I'm not being pretentious. You are.
I'm not being pretentious. I just thought it was
Okay.
interesting that you like Tarkovsky.
Okay. I think it's interesting that you like Tarkovsky because a lot of people don't like Tarkovsky or know of him.
Yeah, that's
So that's
why
good.
I was curious.
That sounded flirtatious. It wasn't flirtatious. See, you got to go. Did that sound flirtatious?
I didn't think so.
Good. See, you got to go.
She's got to go?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. That sounded stupid. It sounded nice. It's just
you're so
gross.
nice.
That was pretentious. Me saying I think it's interesting that you like Tarkov. What a faggot.
Oh, hello.
Ill.
We've got
yuck.
We finish each other's sentences now.
Schlong Dances is here.
Hey, what's up? How you
I'm
doing,
just making an
fellas?
ass out of myself. How are you doing?
Pretty much the same, you know? Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I had a very deep, insightful question.
Okay.
If you were to have 2 penises, above your balls, you know, probably, would you, I'll have them vertically aligned or horizontally aligned?
How about one on each hip, and then you're basically doing a dance?
Kind of like
Yeah,
a
that wouldn't
hammerhead
be bad.
shark?
Yeah.
And I have all the nerve endings in both of them?
Yeah, no, they're perfectly functioning.
Yeah, one on top of the other.
One on top? You know,
Yeah.
so I like one on top. My problem is that I feel like, because you'd probably use them, you know, at the same time, and if you get them crossed, I feel like something bad could happen, potentially.
Yeah, but that's the risk we take. by
It's like
having
when
2 dicks.
Ghostbusters cross their proton packs.
A bit
They
like
cross
that.
the streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big explosion and new cocky.
Exactly.
That's a great call, Schlong Dances. It's a good palate cleanser.
Thank you. One other thing I'd like to say, Ben, is that I'm like what? I'm like 20 now. I started watching like back my freshman year of high school, so I'm another one of those kids that was like raised by drunken peasants. So just want to say like thanks for all the years of entertainment and whatnot.
You're welcome, son. You're welcome.
Thank you, Schlong.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Call back
absolutely.
in 2 weeks.
All right.
We're going to pause just for a moment here. Going to remind everyone, liking the stream helps more people find the stream because it helps YouTube's algorithm.
It's yeah.
So if
The
you could,
algorithm
please do that. That would be great.
is helped.
Also,
Like I help. Put the bib.
download our calendar too so you know when this show is happening and all the other shows and who the guests are going to be. I have it all on the calendar just in case. And it'll alert you before the show happens.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Because, you know, when YouTube worked properly, people would get notified every time someone they subscribed to made a new video. But now that doesn't happen. So we use Google Calendar, which is another Google service, just like YouTube, to alert people when our streams are live and when...
Wow.
Yeah.
The bell's not enough.
Right.
Yeah. How about that?
The
well, that's why he wants you to like it. But I maintain that if you're not liking it...
Well, I mean, it's there for a like people can if they would if they do choose to do so, but liking it helps more. Here we go. Who else do we have? We have this person.
The great Ganges is here, everyone. with a picture of Napoleon, it appears.
Wearing a yellow vest like they were, there's political unrest in France.
No, you don't say.
Yeah.
Every other month. Yeah.
But I guess this person is taking a pee-pee break or something.
That's all right. He was taking a break while we were taking a break. He was like, well, while we're doing the necessary announcements, there's no way he's going to be brought
maybe we'll try
in.
to pull them back in later.
Maybe, Ganges. Cinephiliac is here, everyone. Cinephiliac. Speaking of Tarkovsky.
Cinephiliac. Name a movie, and we'll see if Joe can name what year it came out. Go.
All right. Mean Streets.
1973.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Yeah, that's one of his tisms.
Well, Joe, I was wondering, what's your favorite cocktail? I like to drink a lot.
Sidecar.
Sidecar? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Remy Sidecar. XO. With a twist of... I like the orange. I like the orange twist in there.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had that one very much.
It's good. It's very good. It's there's a lot of people that don't make it well, though. They're a little too heavy-handed on the triple sec. But I think it's a great drink. It's a great drink.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Whiskey sour, probably.
Whiskey sour. Yeah, tried and true. Yeah. You like Sazerac? You ever had one?
I don't think I've ever had one. What's in it?
It's an absinthe-based drink. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've only had absinthe once.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's another one from the 18th century. Both of those are 18th century drinks. That's when they started. Yeah.
Also, I've only seen the Mirror of Tarkovsky stuff. What would you recommend I watch?
Ooh, probably Andre.
Andre? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'll have to do that.
Yep. 1966.
Nice.
Yeah. It's cheating though, because I named it. I named the title.
Yeah.
Anything else, Cinephiliac?
No, that was all, man.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. No problem.
He's a regular, Cinephiliac.
Yes, he is.
T-Manor. T-Manor's here, everybody. T-Manor.
This is my birth week. My birthday is coming up.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
38.
39.
39.
Yeah.
T-Manor. Still looking young, Ben. Still looking
Thank
very
you,
young.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like a fresh-faced cherub.
Cherub, yeah.
Like a cherub.
That's why I need to lose some weight. I don't want cherub face.
It's just angelic.
I gotta lose the cheek fat.
You think so?
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't want the cheek fat.
All right. It makes you look youthful. When people have like those cheek fat.
I didn't used to have it though. I don't.
Oh.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Just keeping young maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't want to look old grizzled like Billy.
Wow.
The most fresh face baby. Mr. Captain Snacks.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm all right. What brings you on?
I was just wondering, in these times where everyone has so much free time, are there any documentaries or any comedy sketches that you'd recommend for people to watch?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Helvetica is a great documentary. It's about typeface. That's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. I would watch that if I were you.
And then comedy skits?
Sounds cool.
And then comedy skits, that's tough. I don't really watch much comedy anymore.
I liked like if it's sketch comedy,
Yeah.
I always liked the Kids in the Hall.
Oh, Kids in the Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like the first two seasons of it.
It's kind of dated now going back and watching it.
You
it's
know
like
what?
30 years old, but it's pretty good.
This is a low-budget sitcom that's really funny. It's called Black Books. Have you ever seen it? The Irish
I've never
comedian.
seen it, no.
Okay. That's actually really good. It's not quite sketch comedy, but it has the feel of it because it's very cheap sets and everything. And it's basically one-room sitcom. But it's...
interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey.
I am waiting for that fucking Netflix biopic on Hulk Hogan to come out. Have you heard about that?
No.
They were going to... who's the guy that played Thor in the MCU?
Chris
what's
Evans?
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Chris
that's-
Hemsworth. He's supposed to play Hulk Hogan in a biopic for Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. It was announced a while back. I've been waiting for it to come out.
Will he be able to get the voice down?
Maybe.
Mr. British.
You know who did the voice for Hogan in the animated Hulk Hogan series back in the day?
Who?
In the 80s? The guy, I think his name's Brad Garrett. He
Oh
was
my
on
God!
Everybody Loves
Raymond's
Raymond.
brother. Like
Yeah,
7 foot tall. Yeah.
Yeah, he did Hulk Hogan's voice
shocked
for
it
that.
wasn't Hulk Hogan.
You know what? You know what? They didn't
Hogan should've
have back in the 80s. They didn't have the capability to record something like that outside of a recording studio, and Hulk Hogan was always on the road. He probably and probably the price tag was too high for him too.
Or he auditioned and he didn't sound enough like Hogan, so they got Brad Garrett.
He didn't sound enough like himself. No, I don't think so.
Like Charlie Chaplin losing a lookalike contest. Did you ever hear that?
Who the hell is this?
Is that
loser?
true?
When Charlie Chaplin was older, and he went to a Charlie Chaplin for a joke lookalike contest, and he came in third.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. You know, on the WWE network, there's an animated series on there that's almost like Family Guy type stuff. And Vince McMahon plays himself on it, and he's
that's
great
fun.
at it. He does it really well.
Challenge to play the self. Howard Stern
Really?
did really good.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That's so funny how he made a biopic on himself way early into his career. There's like he could make a whole other one now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, 97. So a lot of time's passed. It's a different career now. Totally different.
Different show now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Captain Snacks, anything else?
Oh. No, well, thank you very much for the recommendation. I'll definitely look up Black Book. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Anyone else who would like to talk to Joe, please jump into the roll call waiting room. Here's V and Fuso to apologize because he'll come to me and be like, "Hey, I want to come on the show." I'm like, "All right, these are the dates that are free," and then he just vanishes.
Okay. V and
I'm like,
Fuso.
Okay. Yeah, he just left a super chat.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you for your support, V and Fuso.
That's very nice of you, V. Very nice.
V and Fuso makes a lot of like pro wrestling commentary videos, attitude era based
Okay.
pro wrestling commentary.
He's not
videos.
the one with the terrible accent, right?
No, he doesn't have an accent.
Okay. Okay. Good. Because V and Fuso, I was going to ask you to take your $2 back. Because I hate your voice. If that was you. But it wasn't you. We're winding down here. We got, I got 18 minutes left. And then I just simply must go. But we've done very well for ourselves. The Great Ganges is back. This may be it. This may be it.
I think this was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it went all right, all things considered.
The view count keeps going up every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's it at?
Well, it peaked out. It's down to 420, but it peaked out at 458.
So
Not
it's
bad.
going down. You know why? People are understanding. They're understanding.
It's gone. I guess I'll just bring Spirit in here.
Spirit? Jesus. Might as well just tank the fucking program. I saw you, Spirit, in the chat the other day.
Sorry.
I saw that.
Sorry.
I forgive you.
Sorry.
Fucking Canadian. Sorry even when they're not sorry.
I am sorry. Very sorry.
For existing, you should be.
Aw, what?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Are you sad, Joe?
Yeah.
Is it because you live in Billy Shadow?
Yeah.
Both physically and mentally?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Physically. He casts his shadow on him.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Joe because he lives in Billy's shadow.
Yeah. I guess that's really what it all comes down to.
I'll shine light on you. then you won't be so sad
Thank you.
because you're neglected.
You think I'm in his shadow because he's big and talented
Yeah.
and better? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Well, that's not
Yeah.
true. That's not why.
Why you're in his shadow?
It's just warm there. He's nice and warm.
He's kind of like
Aw.
a tauntaun that you don't have to cut open to crawl inside of.
Yeah.
I ship them. Billy and Joe forever.
Thank you. You
How
wouldn't
are you,
call.
Joe?
You wouldn't call a man and wife living in each other's shadows, would you, Spirit?
No, of course not.
Then why do you say it about me and young William? Huh?
Because Billy's not your wife.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I played that video, that Onision video, on the last Actual Mania, where you're banging him from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unedited?
What? There's an unedited version where that actually shows penetration, or what?
Oh no. There's one. I guess that was blurred, and then there's one that isn't blurred.
This was not blurred.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bring this person in because they haven't been in yet.
Stazzy's here.
Well,
Thank you, Spirit, for shining the light on me.
Thank you, Spirit.
Shine a light on me.
Oh shit.
Stazzy, it's all down to you. You're the last caller of the night.
The last
better-
caller. I can't fucking believe it. Holy
Yep.
shit.
I hope you brought
Alright,
it.
Joe. So,
Yeah.
I was just thinking of what I could ask you.
Yeah.
One story I've heard you and Billy mention a few times that I wanted to hear some backstory on was the
Yeah.
time you got stabbed on the RV, like
Yeah.
back in the battle cam days.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
All
if
right,
it's
I'll
not
tell
too
it.
long, that would be pretty cool.
All right, I'll tell you. Okay, so I had recently done meth a few days before. A few days before this, and it lasted like 12 hours. It's with a buddy who's actually going to be on here. He's going to be on Drunken Peasants May 5th. I was doing meth with him, and he, he was having a lot of fun at the time. He thinks I'm evil, so he thinks the best way to portray evil is with evil. So he tried to like have some fun with me at the end of the trip, and I got very violent, and I was feeling very violent for a day after that. And it was like maybe a day or two. I was just reaching out to Effie, my Israeli girlfriend, or ex at the time. She was my girlfriend, and I was talking to her, and young Ruin, who was the guy who ended up stabbing me, started screaming how bored he was on the trip and how we were failing on the trip and everything. And I was already half a man at the start of the trip anyway. And it was just getting worse after everything, after the abuse and the drugs and everything. And a lot of other stuff too. There was bad sex involved. So it was just a terrible shit-heel trip. I wore the same sweats every day for I think it was 62 days, something bad. And anyway, he starts screaming he's bored, and that he's really bored. And just the other day, just the day before that, we had gone into a house to get a job to help somebody move that we answered on Craigslist. And this woman was so sweet. She let us right into her home to have us help her move. We pretended that she was people that she actually contacted on Craigslist. And she let us in. She was making us some food. And this motherfucker throws a stink bomb in her bathroom. And brand new
Whoa.
house. She's pregnant. She's
Your
got a
friend.
fucking back brace on. Yeah, this is the guy Ruin who was yelling he's
And
bored.
it's crazy
I'm going
you're
back
still
and
in
forth.
contact with him. The guy who stabbed you is your
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, well, no, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but we're still on good terms.
Oh,
anyway,
that
so
would
he
be
does
interesting
this.
then. My apologies.
So, yeah. So even though we were on, I'm evil in my own way. He was evil in that way, and for whatever reason that bothered me. So I was already holding a grudge over that. And when he was screaming he was bored, it was because he was drunk. He had fallen off the wagon after like 6 months sober, just 2 days prior to that. So there was a lot of stuff coming to a head, and he's screaming, "I'm bored!" So I just ran up to him and I put him in a chokehold, and I was like, "You bored? You bored now? You bored now?" And then he breaks a bottle over my head, and it breaks pretty easily. It breaks right over my head really easy, but I'm still not loosening.
Was it a beer bottle?
It was a beer bottle,
Okay.
yeah. And then he starts jabbing it at me, right? And at first it's fine, but then Billy sees that I'm winning, so Billy can't have that. So he grabs my hand. He grabs my free hand. He grabs my free hand, so I'm defenseless, and this guy's got a bottle. So I put my hand up, and then he stabs me with it because Billy cold-cocked me. He grabbed my left arm, which was pretty great. So the road to hell is paved with good intentions. He got me stabbed by trying to help.
Billy's actually the origin of the stab wound.
Yeah, Billy, when he tries to help, is the worst. That's why he did great on
Honestly,
the.
that's crazy.
That's why Toby didn't get helped, right?
Exactly. Billy's very impractical.
Joe, you know what's
yeah.
interesting about that?
Yeah.
How you're saying Billy, his help sort of ends up being the worst. What I
Yeah.
noticed is that with your and Billy's relationship on the show, like right after the incident thing or whatever happened, Billy's always trying to like say, I'm helping Joe. I'm trying to help him out. He's my good friend. But do you think it's that help that's held you guys back? The fact that
wow,
because
Stazzy,
that's
I
what it
wouldn't
sounds
assume
like.
that.
Billy's help.
No, I don't think
well,
so.
I'll tell you what. They spent like 30 minutes trying to get Toby into an Uber, and in the very end, he ended up right in the very same place he was when they found him.
Yeah.
And he had been
I
dropped.
I think it's just we're a shit team. Me and Billy are a terrible team.
How heavy was Toby? Like
He's about 350. He's huge. Yeah. Yeah. Me and it's not really him holding us back. It's us holding us back. If there is a back, I'm actually happy. I don't know. Maybe he wants to climb Mount Everest. I'm fine on the ground.
I think that was just the episode where he was super frustrated, and obviously, I think you guys love each other. You're good friends, but it was just sort of like a funny thought how he's always trying to give you advice, but maybe it can make it worse.
It's
But
a good
I
question.
have like a sort of more open-ended question I could ask
Go
you
for
too. I don't know. It sort of might be like weird to ask, but since you're sort of like misanthropic from like all the stuff I've watched of you, like I've sort of fell into your rabbit hole after watching DP for a while, ever since
Okay.
you first came on the show. And
Yeah.
would you say like you're just sort of misanthropic when it comes to just like general society, like people or whatever, just like fuck most people, I guess?
Oh no, not at all. I don't have that. I don't even think that there's too many of us. I think we just don't love each other enough. I think, yeah, I'm a big softie. I just think that everybody would help themselves a lot if they saw every angel as a demon and every demon as an angel, and vice versa, and randomly switched it up. I think.
Yeah, so
I think our problem is
that's
we all think we're
interesting.
right. Yeah.
And I don't know, it's cool. Like I just like talking to you now, like I think you see that I'm asking you the question genuinely, and I can maybe just over the best I can tell, like that was like a pretty genuine, fucking great answer. Thank you. So
You're welcome,
what's
Stazzy.
Dude, no, bro. I'm a Joe guy. Team Joe.
I believe you,
but-
Stazzy, from the bottom of my heart.
Now you're fucking playing the mind games on me. Okay.
What are you talking about,
motherfucker.
Stazzy? What are you talking about?
But here's what I was gonna fucking say. Oh my god, you got me flustered now. You're responding.
No, it's all right. Say it.
So
It's all
basically,
right, Stazzy. This is the last thing, though. You know that.
oh yeah, but fucking dude, it's gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna send this shit to my friend. Like, bro, I'm
There you
fucking
go.
talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it called?
Sell 'em. It's called roll call,
Before
and I work
this
at
fucking
Denny's.
train of thought just flies out of my fucking head. Let me fucking try to get this down. The reason why I brought that shit up about how
Yeah,
you're
I'm
sort
sure.
of just like anti against people or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, for myself, for the most part, obviously, like there's no sense in just like hating everybody. Like it's not good. But I'm
Mhm.
just like pretty antisocial. Like I guess I'd say it. So
Yeah.
what I wanted to ask you, just based on your first response, is are
Yeah.
there things that when you go out into public and you see people doing them, that just like make you like hate those people or just like dislike them? Like when
Yeah.
you just like
Yeah, if I'm taking myself too seriously, then yeah, there's
Mhm.
moments like that all the time.
Yeah, and that can, like, I don't know. I guess it can be like pretty bad too. You know, it can hold you back, but
Yeah,
it can
there's
be a
too
good
much
thing.
ego for one world, Stazzy. My ego isn't a wide enough hole in which to view the entire world, and I got to realize that. So I don't really take my judgments that seriously. I just toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to
Stazzy.
look at it.
Stazzy, this was a great call, and it was the last call, and I think you did an amazing job.
It's awesome. Thank you, Joe. I'll be back.
Thank you, Stazzy. Yes, you will. I'll see you soon, Stazzy. I might not be back next week, but
It's not next week,
or the week after. It depends. You know, it really depends. We're having too good of a time together. I think Pipmunk needs to come back.
No.
No. No, thank you. Thanks once again for Ben for the platform and the buttons.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mish DC, for the wonderful introduction. Thank you for all the callers and all the commenters. I can't read your chats on YouTube, but I'm sure they're lovely things. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. See you next time, everybody.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.